Information of today's lecture, poem 3, Keeping Quiet by Pepper Minot. And it is our lecture number 3 for this topic. So already we were very clear about each and every basic point so far as this poem is concerned. Now we have to start with recap of stanza number 3. Dear students, it's time for the recapitulation of stanza number 1 to 3. Yesterday we had started from this particular point, fisherman. So recap of this stanza first. Let us move. Fisherman in the cold sea wouldn't harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. So we are just creating trouble everywhere so far as human beings are concerned. We are just looking at the things in negative order. We are just killing nature at every moment. So simple question here, if we just arise, it is why is the earth said to be an ailing planet? You must have studied the chapter, The Ailing Planet, in Standard 11. So, very straightforward question, why is the earth said to be an ailing planet? Very simple answer. The reason behind that is due to the intensive exploitation of humans for their survival and development. The earth has lost almost all its vital resources, with drying rivers, depleted and polluted environment, and deteriorated planet. We are just making this planet zero day by day due to our activities, due to our survival. Everybody is able to recognize the fact that population is increasing day by day. So with the increase of population, demands are rising simultaneously. Moreover, global development has also played a very vital role to look at the things everybody want to develop. They are not able to think about the nature. Particularly here, the poet Pablo Neruda is highlighting a very, very important point that we people are just killing nature without thinking about the survival of this planet where we are living. So, fishermen in the cold sea wouldn't harm them. The poet highlighting, if we look at the first two lines, poet is just giving suggestion to everybody that we must count 1 to 12. During that moment, we shouldn't speak anything. Basic purpose of that silence is to think what are we doing, because in this materialistic world we are running for the sake of running in this rat race. People are not able to recognize what are they doing, and poet is 100% sure that after that lot of modification rectification will be there. In that particular 1 second, people will be able to recognize what negativity they are doing. So they will be able to upgrade automatically, because uh, so far as the mentality or the viewpoint of the poet is concerned, just thinking that people can never spare time from their hectic schedule to think about the nature, to think about what negativities, what faults they're committing for this particular environment, to just make this particular environment zero. They are doing negativity at every moment. So fishermen will be able to observe uh, the basic negativity caused by them, and automatically they would stop harming whales. Mammal, I had already told you. So cold seas imagery, I had told you yesterday also. Cold sea, while we read these two words, pic is created in our mind. Just interpreted everything so far as this particular poetic device is concerned. I think very clear. Now just look at recap of the next two lines. The man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. So in this materialistic world, human beings are not able to spend time to observe even their physical outlook. They are not able to look at the negativity caused to them, the hectic environment. So just look at the things. If we look at the two lines, recap of the next two lines of this stanza, the person, the laborer who is collecting salt from the sea would be able to look at his injured hands because he could never spare time to look at the negativity caused by his overwork to his hands. Automatically, I think very clear he will be able to recognize negativity caused to his hands. He would be able to get it treated. I think very clear. Now just look at the recap of next stanza. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade doing nothing. Beautiful stanza, wonderful stanza. Just look at them. Those means the persons, the people who are ever ready to kill the nature. Green war here means nature. Just moving for the negativity. We are not thinking about the preservation of this planet. We are just creating trouble by just using plastic, by deforestation, noise pollution, and whatnot. So green wars means wars against nature, wars against environment. We look at the next, wars with gas. So we are just involving ourselves to create wars with poisonous gases. And wars with fire. I think very clear so far as this term is concerned. Wars with fire is highlighting that we are using arms and ammunition to just kill the humanity, to just make the humanity zero. So we are just creating wars. We are ever ready to look at the negativity by just creating wars without looking at the humanity and the nature. I think these two lines, recap of these two lines, very clear. Just look at the beauty of the next line, victory with no survivor. Dear students, if there is war between two countries, if there is war between two groups, if there is war between two parties, automatically one becomes winner at the end of the war. But here the poet wants to highlight the point that while uh, the war will be over, nobody would be there on this particular planet. Human beings will not be there because I had already told you twice in my previous lectures for this topic that if there will be third world war, nobody, no human being will be there on this earth. The reason behind that, scientific development, technological development, number of weapons are there, number of poisonous gases are there. They're able to look at the case of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They're able to look at it. So victory will be there. They will one of the two countries will surely win the war. But I think nobody will be able to celebrate that war. That is the basic point, and automatically that is going to happen very early if we people will not be able to control our actions and reactions. Put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade doing the thing. That's the interpretation of these three lines, recap of interpretation of these 3 or 4 lines. Let's just look at the mentality or emotion of the poet, Pablo Neruda. Put on clean clothes. Here he is just conveying a wonderful message, precious message, unique message that we people must say goodbye to us. Would put on clean clothes. Just look at the recap of this line, clean clothes. Here, if we look at the interpretation of this clean clothes, highlights new beginning, or clothes that are not stained, mud or blood. We create war, automatically our clothes become zero. And automatically this particular clean clothes highlight that new beginnings will be there. People must say goodbye to war and they must create harmony everywhere. And they just follow the policy of universal brotherhood and walk about with their brothers. While they will adopt the phenomena or policy of universal brotherhood by adopting positivity, by looking at the positivity of human beings, humanity, automatically that will be new beginning. And automatically they will be able to just proper relations with their brothers. Brothers here means human beings. Be able to follow the policy of universal brotherhood. In the shade here highlighting the natural environment. Under the tree, the beauty of nature, doing nothing. Just look at the recap of these two words. So these two words are highlighting doing nothing means they will not able to create any trouble by just involving themselves in war. They will not involve themselves in doing any negativity. I think very clear so far as doing nothing is concerned, in the shade is concerned. Recap of this stanza, I think it is very clear, very clear. No doubt is there so far as this stanza is concerned. Maybe green wars, maybe wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors. I think very clear. Will put on clean clothes. Clean clothes, I have already told you, interpreting two meanings, new beginnings, or the clothes that are very pure without any stain from blood. While we just involve ourselves in war, automatically our clothes are damaged due to blood stains. While we just create trouble, violent environment, automatically things become very negative. So I think very clear these two words are conveying very fine message. New beginnings will automatically result in positivity. People will follow the phenomena of universal brotherhood. They will move comfortably with their brothers, means human beings. In the shade, in the beauty of nature, without thinking any negativity, without thinking about any war. Just look at, they must be able to recognize the importance of positivity or peace or prosperity, or I think we are able to look at the things harmonious environment. Very clear, I think. Now look at today's new stanza. Today we will have to start with the new stanza of the same poem. Just look at what I want shouldn't be confused with total inactivity. Just look at the beauty of these two lines. In these two lines, the poet wants to express his intention. He just highlights the basic point that he never wants that his message or his instruction should be misutilized or should be confused with total inactivity. Total inactivity means stillness, total inactive doing nothing. He never wants anybody to stop doing positive activities. He wants the human beings to move for positivity and say goodbye to negativity. And for that, he wants them to spare a single second to just filter out the negativity created by them or the negativity they are creating. And then they will automatically be able to rectify. Think very clear about this. There is no doubt so far as these lines are concerned. The poet is conveying a direct message that nobody should be confused with his message by thinking that he wants people to stop doing positivity. Because rest is rust. He never wants the people to rest. He wants the people to just move for positive activities in order to just look at the things in positive order. in order to save our Mother Earth, this planet. I think very clear up to this particular point. There is no doubt. Now just look at next line. Life is what it is about. Beauty of the line is he wants people to recognize the fact that progress in life matters. We move for positivity, automatically progress and prosperity will be there. So life is just moving, doing hard work for the peace and prosperity, doing hard work for progress, doing hard work for positivity. I think you are able to understand the meaning of this line very carefully. Just look at the next line. I want no truck with death. Look at the beauty of this line. Wonderful line. The poet wants to highlight his intention from the core of his heart, that he never wants to associate that particular silence, that particular time for introspection, that particular second, that particular moment to just look at the things in still order. He never wants the people to stop doing positivity. He wants the people to look at their faults or negativity done by them and move for positivity. He never wants people to stop doing activities or stop doing progress for peace and prosperity. Yeah, I think very clear. He wants to highlight the idea or point that he never wants to associate that particular moment uh, with death. He never wants people to stop doing anything. He wants people to move for positivity only and say goodbye to negativity. And for that, he requests us to spare single moment, single second to think what are they doing, what are we doing. I think very clear up to this particular point. There is no doubt in that. So now just look at the beauty of the next line. If we were not so single-minded, first of all, just look at the interpretation of these two words. Single-minded means selfish. Now just we can be able to look at line by line explanation of these two lines if we just interconnect these two lines. If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving, it wants to highlight that if we were not so selfish to look at our survival only without thinking the survival of others. Here the poet wants to highlight the selfish nature of human beings. So I think very clear up to this particular point, there's no doubt in that. And for once, could do nothing. He requests everybody that for the first time on this particular earth, just stop doing any activity for a moment. Perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness. I wanted to highlight that particular point that we are upgrading sadness, negative environment by doing negative things or by just looking at the negative actions and reactions. Perhaps, probably, we are able to understand the meaning of it. He wants to highlight the point that perhaps a huge silence, 1 second, single second silence is interpreted with this particular adjective, that is a huge silence. That can be huge if the people will be able to recognize that particular second in a very fine way and able to recognize the negativity of their actions and reactions, and automatically they will move forward for the development. Very clear. Perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness. Might you are able to understand this model? Very clear. Past of may, I think very clear up to this particular point. Might interrupt is just distract or disturb this sadness. He wants to highlight very fine point that perhaps that particular 1 second can be very precious. That can just interrupt this sadness created by human beings that can be, I think, very helpful to create positive environment. Sadness is created by the human beings with their negative activities. I think very clear up to this particular point. There is no doubt in that. What is the sadness? Sadness of never understanding ourselves. We are not able to recognize what are we doing. We are not able to understand ourselves. Just highlighting, poet is highlighting understanding us means all human beings on this globe are not able to recognize what are we doing. We are not able to understand ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Due to our negative activities, automatically we are just threatening ourselves with death. I think this line is very clear, very clear, very clear. If we will involve in negative activities, death and destruction will be there all around. Death and destruction will be there. And this planet will not survive, can never ever be able to get positivity. If we people will not be sensitive, the things will be negative. And this planet will be, I think, finished very early. This planet will no more be there in the years to come. I think very clear up to this particular point. I think you are able to understand this longest stanza of the poem, and we are able to recognize a very fine point that we people are creating trouble everywhere. Whether I think activities which are purely for our selfish purpose. If we will say goodbye to our selfish purposes, we will think about the humanity, automatically the things will be positive for the earth, for Mother Earth. Is in trouble due to our activities. I think very, very clear up to this particular point. There is no doubt in that. You're able to search out literary devices or poetic devices around, because I have cleared the definition of each and every literary device, the number of examples. Number of examples. Now, just look at that next. So, if we look at what I shouldn't be confused, very clear with total inactivity. I think very clear up to this particular point. Life is what it is about. We are able to recognize this very difficult line again. So the activities, positive activities are the base of life. We are able to make progress and prosper in our life. We can be prosper in life by adopting the policy of positive activities. This particular line highlights that. In life never gives us message, poet never wants to give us message that we must stop doing positive things. He wants us to say goodbye to negative points. So I think very clear up to this particular point. He never wants to associate that particular silence with death. Death means he never wants people to stop doing any positive activity or all the positive activities. So if we were not so single-minded, here the poet is highlighting the selfish nature of human beings. They are just thinking about themselves without thinking about nature, without thinking about this earth. So he again requests people that for once could do nothing means just say goodbye to for this negative activity. Nothing here means we must say goodbye to negative activities we are doing to pollute our earth. We are doing to pollute our mother nature. Perhaps a huge silence automatically, that particular 1 second will play the role of a huge silence that can interrupt our sadness of never understanding ourselves. We're not able to understand ourselves. We are able to filter out the faults of others. We are not able to filter out the fault of our own. So human beings are adopting the same policy and of threatening ourselves with death. And outcome of, or consequence of that is negative. Destruction, death. I think very clear up to this particular point. Now, just look at one very fine example. You must have studied in standard 11. At a cage in Lusaka, Zambia Zoo, uh, one notice is there. And the notice reads, the world's most dangerous animal. When you are able to understand, you must have studied this particular point in standard 11th, and the chapter was the alien planet. So we should be able to just recall that. Lusaka, Zambia Zoo. One of its case, the notice is there. And the notice is the world's most dangerous animal. And I think people are crazy to enter in that particular case to observe what type of animal is there, who is there to kill the nature, to kill the mother earth. But there is no animal in that particular cage. There is no animal, dear students, but only mirror. Only mirror is there. The human being, the person who enters in that particular case, able to observe himself or herself. So makes very clear point that we, the human beings, are most dangerous animals. We are not able to think that particular point that we must adopt very fine policies to save our environment. We must approach for positivity of nature. We must not move for negativity. We are not able to recognize that particular point due to our selfish nature. So single-minded means selfish nature. I think very clear up to this particular point, you are able to recognize the example of Lusaka, Zambia. So one more example from the same chapter I want to highlight over here. Before just moving at the end of the poem, I want to give the very fine idea what the poet wants from us. I want to make you clear particularly. And if we look at the thing we must have studied in that in 11, the same chapter, there are 4 principal sources which provide raw material to industries for industrialization, for development, progress of any country on this particular globe. So these 4 principal sources are fisheries, forests, greenlands, and croplands. So dear students, you must have studied that these all the sources are reaching at an unsustainable level, are going to be over very early due to our selfish nature, due to the selfish nature of humanity. I think very clear up to this particular point. There is no doubt in this. So far as this particular example is concerned, we are able to look at 2 examples I have quoted. I think are very clear so far as this particular stanza is concerned. Why has the poet composed this stanza? The poet wants to give us a clear-cut message that we must think about the peace and progress of humanity. We must say goodbye to selfish nature. I think very clear, there is no doubt in that. So, if we look at this particular stanza, I have already told you that each and every stanza of this particular poem is composed in free verse. And yesterday I told you that why poets use free verse. In order to make them, I think, make their assignments easy, they move for writing poetry in free verse without any rhyming scheme, without any, I think, basic points of this syllables or language you are able to understand. So that in order to make them easy, they adopt this particular policy. Now just look at the next. If we look at the last stanza of this poem, we should be very clear up to this. I think perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead, later proves to be alive. Look at the beauty of these 3 lines. Just look at it. Wonderful lines of the poem. Perhaps, most probably, the earth can give us a very fine moral lesson. The earth can give us very fine moral value. As when everything seems dead, we are able to look at the laws of nature, we are able to look at the natural things, I think plans of nature, when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. So you are able to understand on this particular earth when everything seems dead and later again revival is there, they proves to be alive. You're able to look at number of examples. Just look at the example of tree. Just look at the, how it grows. One single seed is more than enough for the plant of the tree. Then that plant grows and grows and grows and becomes big tree. And again that tree becomes zero due to deforestation and automatically, but roots again make development. I think very clear up to this particular point. There is no doubt in that. Perhaps the earth can teach us when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. I think very clear, very clear. Given the example of plant or tree, number of examples can be, I think, included in this particular stanza. Number of examples to highlight this fact, highlighted or just uh, explained by poet. We are able to understand very early that when everything seems dead, later proves to be life. Very clear. Now just look at the last two lines of the same poem. Now I will count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. Look at the beauty of this line. This line is the repetition. Now I will count up to 12. Saying that now he is busy in counting up to 12. And you keep quiet and I will go. You keep quiet. That highlights that you must be able to make practice of this concept. You must be able to make a routine of this concept to recognize your fault. You must involve yourself in this particular introspection by counting up to 12. So that things can be in a positive order on this earth. And I will go. Letting that he was going. I will go. Just look at. Just highlighting that we must make this particular phenomena a basic habit to look at our negativity. We must introspect and retrospect to make this particular earth positive. It is saying that he is going. Highlighting this message that he is going by conveying a wonderful message that we must make it a regular practice to highlight this particular point. We must be able to meditate. We must be able to introspect. We must be able to retrospect to just look at this earth positive order. So I think as per the timeline, we have to close the lecture. Now 5 minutes can be utilized by you people. So you're right to raise your hand and I think you can raise your queries. From my side, this particular today's lecture is over. Any doubt,
Hello,
any queries?
ma'am.